Drawn deeper into Hillary Clinton's email scandal today as the number of emails hacked from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta's account reached over 10,000. 6 days before Hillary Clinton first addressed the public about her email problems, John Podesta fired off a March 4th, 2015 note to Cheryl Mills invoking President Obama. Podesta writing to Mills, quote, "Think we should hold emails to and from POTUS? That's the heart of his executive privilege. We could get them to ask for that. They may not care, but it seems like they will." Remember, the president downplayed his email contact with Clinton.
Did you know about Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server?
No.
While she was Secretary of State?
No.
As for Podesta asking in March 2015 whether they should hold back emails between the president and Secretary Clinton, she made this promise a few days later.
I have absolute confidence that everything that could be in any way connected to work is now in the possession of the State Department.
Whether all work-related email was then turned over to the public is another matter. On March 3rd, 2015, Republican Trey Gowdy issued a subpoena for Clinton's email to be preserved. And then on March 20th, he demanded the server. 3 days later, there was a lunch between the president and Clinton with top aides like Podesta, according to another new email just out today. And at the end of March, according to the FBI, the IT firm that maintained the server used BleachBit to delete thousands of emails. Under sworn testimony, Clinton asserted she had no prior knowledge of the emails being deleted. Pressed on the Podesta leak today, a State Department spokesman suggested executive privilege was invoked to hold back at least some emails.
I believe, and I'd have to double check on that, but I believe with correspondence with the president, there was, I don't know if it was executive privilege, but there was a concern that those emails not be made public.
Donald Trump has raised questions about whether more Clinton work emails were deleted. And today, his running mate, Mike Pence, bemoaned the fact that the WikiLeaks emails are getting less attention than questions about the Republican nominee's treatment of women.
But at the time that many in the national media are chasing after these unsubstantiated allegations, it's remarkable to me they continue to literally ignore the hard evidence that's flowing out of Hillary Clinton's years as Secretary of State and the Clinton Foundation.
There was also a major development on the Clinton Foundation, with another email showing that after Chelsea Clinton raised questions about the foundation's inner workings, a law firm known for focusing on philanthropic issues, Simpson Thacher, was brought in to conduct a major review in 2010 and concluded, quote, "Some interviewees reported conflicts of those raising funds or donors, some of whom may have an expectation of quid pro quo benefits in return for gifts." One expert called it fraud.
The audits that had been provided by the Clinton Foundation were materially inaccurate.
Now, White House spokesman Eric Schultz was pressed by reporters today about those emails with Hillary Clinton. He cited a long-standing tradition that the president reserves the right to invoke executive privilege. Interesting as well, he said that he doesn't believe these emails between Obama and Clinton will ever be made public, Brett.
Okay, and obviously there are these speeches in there that Hillary Clinton has delivered. What about that? Anything?
Well, she got beaten up a bit. You remember days ago about transcripts that came out that suggested she said, "I no longer understand the middle class." Now there's another one where in 2014 she was talking to GE executives and said, "Look, food stamps are great because it can help spur economic growth." Nancy Pelosi said something like that a few years ago and took a lot of heat for it. And I think it suggests, look, if she's elected president, she's leading in the polls right now, she's going to want to expand food stamps, which already are costing taxpayers a lot of money, and she thinks it's going to help the economy.
They've increased. And the Clinton campaign continues to hit on the Russian angle and the U.S. intel pointing to Russia.
Absolutely.
Vice President even weighing in?
Yeah, he just, they released something from NBC's Meet the Press. He's talking to them over the weekend and saying that they're going to send a warning signal to Russia. The U.S. government, the administration obviously clearly believes Russia's behind these hacks. And Jen Palmieri today, to give their side, said from the Clinton campaign, look, they believe the Russians were involved in this hack of John Podesta's email. They think the Republicans are not admitting that there's incredible intervention right now by the Russians in our election. And Palmieri said something else interesting. She said, look, the Clinton camp has taken some extraordinary measures in recent days to make sure that their communications are more secure. I bet they probably wish they'd done that a little.
What's interesting is that they say that they're very concerned about this hack and how extensive it is, but Hillary Clinton's server was ironclad. Nobody got into that.
Right, although when she's been pressed on that, we don't really know. You'll remember in the Judicial Watch testimony that just came out that Shannon Breen was reporting on last night, she wouldn't answer questions about cybersecurity. Her lawyer wouldn't let her do that. So was her server ever breached? That was something in the FBI investigation. Everybody's wondering about the details.
Last thing, Democrats are pushing the FBI to now investigate.
They want an investigation of whether there's collusion between the Trump-Pence campaign and the Russians. Remember Roger Stone, who's been close to Donald Trump, he had said some stuff in recent months that maybe John Podesta would be targeted, suggesting maybe he had some inside information with WikiLeaks or with the Russians. Look, this may go nowhere, but the Democrats are putting some heat on the Trump campaign tonight.
I will follow it, Ed.
Good to
Thank
see
you. Donald Trump is pushing back.